Imagine trying to share a single, small pizza with 50 people while locked in a tiny closet. If everyone stays in the same spot, things get crowded fast, and nobody gets what they need to survive. Plants face this same struggle. When a plant drops all of its seeds directly below its own leaves, those offspring are stuck in the shadows. They are forced to fight their own parent and each other for a limited supply of water, sunlight, soil nutrients, and physical space. This outward journey is what we call seed dispersal. It is how plants move their offspring far away to give them a better chance at life. As a seed wakes up and starts to grow, it becomes a seedling. This young plant has a specific checklist to grow into a healthy adult. It needs its own share of water, sunlight, space, and air. Because the parent plant is already using the local resources, leaving home is a survival strategy. Plants have evolved ingenious escape methods to ensure their seedlings find the room they need to thrive. One of the most common escape routes is traveling by air. But to catch a ride on the breeze, a seed needs to be small and lightweight. Plants build specialized shapes to catch the wind. Dandelions grow a tiny parachute of fine hairs that floats on the lightest breeze. Other trees, like the maple and ash, grow thin, papery wings that help the seed glide and spin as it falls. Then there are poppy plants, acting like natural pepper shakers. The poppy fruit has tiny holes near the top. The seeds stay trapped inside until a gust of wind shakes the stiff stem, rattling the seeds out so they can drift away. But the air isn't the only way to travel. Seeds that need to cross rivers or oceans require an entirely different set of built-in life rafts to survive the journey. If we look at this cross-section of a coconut, you can see how it stays afloat. It relies on a thick, spongy outer covering and a large, empty airspace right in the middle. Mangrove seeds use a similar trick, floating upright in the water until the currents carry them to a new shoreline. Whether they drift on the breeze or ride the ocean currents, these seeds rely on their specific physical structure to harness the energy of the world around them. Of course, some plants rely on a more active transportation system: animals. Plants grow soft, sweet, and brightly colored fruits to grab the attention of birds, monkeys, and elephants. The animal eats the juicy fruit and wanders off, depositing the seeds in a fresh pile of fertilizer far away from where they started. But not every seed offers a snack. Some prefer to act as stealthy physical hitchhikers, waiting to grab onto whoever happens to walk by. Plants like the burdock and cocklebur cover their seeds in tiny hooks and sharp spines. Watch how these tiny hooks easily snag onto animal fur or even human clothing as a mammal brushes past. The animal then carries the seed for miles before it finally falls off. Plants might be rooted to the ground, but by building a sweet lure or a sharp hook, they turn mobile animals into their own personal transportation network. Some plants take matters into their own hands. They don't wait for the weather, and they don't rely on animals to initiate their escape. Take a look at bean and pea pods. As the weather gets hot, the pod dries out and shrinks. This process builds up tension until the pod suddenly bursts wide open, shooting its seeds outward in multiple directions. Other plants use a simple drop and roll mechanism. Heavy, round fruits like apples fall to the ground when they are ripe. Thanks to their tough skins and circular shape, they use gravity to roll away from the tree's shadow. Even without outside help, plants have evolved physical tools, using tension and gravity, to literally launch themselves toward a new home. Knowing how these escape routes work, you can look at any seed like a scientist. Just by observing its shape and structure, you can see exactly how it plans to travel. Let's test this. The aerodynamic winged seed and dandelion are built for wind. The hooked seed's spines stick to fur, and the cherry's fruit offers a snack for animals. Finally, this tough bean pod snaps open for explosive dispersal. Every seed you see in nature is a specific solution to a survival problem. Their unique shapes and sizes ensure they can leave their parent plant behind and find the space they need to grow.